The Antichrist begins to reign in 2030, and that date is in the Bible, written in the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 14. To understand this text, you have to see the whole context. There's an event from verse 1 to verse 14. But when he was at his greatest strength, that horn was broken. After that horn was broken, a very small horn appeared, a little horn emerged. And this little horn rises in the east at noon and moves toward the beautiful land, which is Jerusalem. And he begins to exalt himself against the beautiful city, against the army of the Jews, and against the prince of the Jewish army. In other words, the prince of the Jewish army today is Netanyahu. So this goat with the little horn is the Antichrist, who rises up boasting against the beautiful land. Who's doing the boasting today? Ali Khamenei, the leader of Iran. He wants to destroy the Jews. He wants to destroy Netanyahu because they believe Jerusalem, that Israel is their Palestine. They are glorifying themselves. Now here's the most interesting part. And he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away. This continual sacrifice is the sacrifice of the red heifers, which is still to come. It says, and the host was given to him along with the daily sacrifice, which is the sacrifice of the red heifers. Because of the transgression of the Jews, he cast truth to the ground, and he prospered in what he did. So in verse 14, the angel is asking, when will these things happen? And he says, for 2,300 evenings and mornings, then all these things will happen. These 2,300 evenings and mornings is just a symbolic number, just like the 70 weeks is also a symbolic number because 70 weeks refers to 7 years of great tribulation. So 2,300 evenings and mornings is also a symbolic number that refers to the year 2030. So when 2030 arrives, all these things will happen. What are the things that will happen? This little horn will take Israel, will overthrow Israel's army, will trample on it, meaning it will kill, and it will also kill the prince of the army, referring to Netanyahu. This is Daniel's vision. Now, in part B, it says, after a time, times, and half a time, which is 3.5 years, when the power of the holy people has been completely shattered, all these things will be fulfilled. When the Antichrist makes a 7-year agreement, but after 3.5 years pass, that's what it's saying here. After 3.5 years, these things will happen, because after 3.5 years, the Antichrist will break the agreement. When he breaks the agreement, Daniel 8 will happen. He'll cast down the army, he'll kill the army of the Jews, and the prince of the army, who is Netanyahu. When the power of the holy people is taken, this power of the holy people is the lands of Israel, meaning the lands of Israel will be taken by the people of the Antichrist and by the Antichrist. But there is deliverance for some Jews. Now it's in Daniel 11:40, and the Antichrist will enter the glorious land, and many countries will fall by his hands. But God will deliver Edom, Moab, and the first fruits of the children of Ammon. There is deliverance for this people for the first fruits, which is the total of 144,000 Jewish boys, which is what's written in Revelation 7 and Revelation 14. Besides these Jewish boys, Edom, Moab, and the children of Ammon will be delivered. And how will they be delivered? Daniel 12 says, at that moment, Michael the great prince rises up on behalf of your people, the children of the Jews. And God gave me complete understanding of the 2,300 evenings and mornings. It refers to the year 2030, when all these things will be fulfilled. The Antichrist will reign within Israel for 3.5 years. After 3.5 years, the true Messiah of Israel, who is Yeshua, Jesus of Nazareth, will return to Israel to destroy the Antichrist, the false prophet, and the Antichrist's people. So in the end, victory still belongs to the Jews.